Come follow the brick wall. It's your girl Eva K, and I'm ready to eat. Hey, who ready to eat with me? Who ready to come bread with me? Let's break bread. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. We about to eat this. So y'all, how has the pandemic shook things up? Because most of y'all entertainers, entrepreneurs, you know, you doing your own thing. So how has the pandemic shook all that up?
Pandemic ain't slow down nothing.
What you said.
I'm just gonna be honest, you know. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. If it ain't nobody out there that ain't took advantage of the pandemic, excuse me, but you a fool. Cause like me personally, this is the first time in history, like my great grandparents ain't went through no shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
My parents ain't went through no shit like this. And for us generation to go through some stuff, you know, RP to all the lost souls that's out here that had to really witness it, and you know what I'm saying. But for those that didn't have to, this was a come up for a lot of people. I'm not even gonna lie. Like people can do all that stunting about all that, but this was a come up. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't a come up, this was an aheadness or a forwardness for some people to be able to do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I took advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? I was at my job. I was working at Main Event, you know, and I'm not struggling, but I'm struggling with trying to work and trying to be an artist. So with that, I'm at home or I'm in the studio. Then I'm at work trying to do my music stuff at work. I lost one job doing that. Then I had another job where I was having a bout between two managers. One manager I went to, and it's crazy because all the male managers didn't give not two F's. But I went to this one female manager and just spoke to her like, look, I'm really trying to get on my music stuff. Like, regardless of anything. Like, and I ain't playing. If it come to me quitting this job, I would quit this job and get on my music. So she was like, look, you ain't got to do that. Somebody say that is for me, please. You ain't got to do that, but like, let me work with your schedule. Let me do this and get it in effect. So she gave me my schedule, got in effect. I'm in the music, I'm doing my thing. Then I overheard the general manager tell her she shouldn't have never changed my schedule in the first place. She should have kept it like it was. So when I heard that, it like kind of crushed me in a way because I'm like, bro, you really think I'm about to be close to 40 years old and still being a cook regardless. It's not going to happen. So lo and behold, here comes COVID, here comes all this, and everything shuts down. So I had a talk with God, and I told him, I was like, look, I'm at a decision now where if you give me just that one chance to be able to have that moment, to have a push to get to go, I'm going for it. I just seen the corona, I just seen COVID, I just seen how everything was unfolding, and I was like, this is it. This is it. So instead of being a fool about the money I got, every check I got, I put it to the side. Didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. So then when it came time for me to get to that certain number, I took it and invested. And ever since then, I ain't turned back. And I'm not going to turn back. Like, I don't see, I'm trying to plant a seed to give motivation to show people it can be done. You just got to put forward action to the shit. I was one of them lost souls that, I got to work the job, the man this, the man that. But then when I really realized, no, bro, you are the problem. So you're going to keep on blaming the man for it, or you're going to figure out a way to get away or get around the blame. So that's what I started doing, finding my way around the blame, and went forward. Like, it's just straightforwardness, man. Just go for what you got. Like, you only got one life to live, and we are in a total reset right now.
Man, what you just said.
Like, for real, the whole world is in a total reset. Yeah. So this is the time to find what you need to do and
go for it. Go for it.
Like, from the high up, they are at a reset. They had a steady pace. Movie, music, dude, boom. Now when it came in the chop, now they trying to figure out, trying
to figure out what's going on.
What's happening? What's this? What's that? Like, so everybody right now, regardless of how much money, people are still hungry because people took so much losses from this, but it's so much to be gained from this. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my knowledge to it. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
thank you.
I was like,
I'm sorry.
like I said, he pretty much said everything, but it was to the point to where if you did not take time to learn something new, or did you wanted to think about doing, fixing credit. I show fixed
Man,
my
what?
credit with that. I was like, oh, let me fix. And now my credit over here looking way better than it way better than it was.
Right.
To where I'm like,
if I add something too real quick, because that's definitely what y'all was talking about.
Yeah.
My turning point, man, where I feel like being an independent business owner or entrepreneur is the best way to go. Living in Atlanta, working a 9 to 5. There's things that people can get away with and things that people can't get away with. People get fired that I've seen from stuff that other people, you know what I'm saying, can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
And I was one of them. And one time, man, living paycheck to paycheck, I got fired from a job. Got so close to rent was due and I didn't even know what to do. Called 10 agencies. They didn't care. I had a homegirl. Can I keep it real with y'all for a minute?
you gotta keep it real.
I had a homegirl that was from the street. And she was like, I know how to make you some money.
Mm-hmm.
What? Pimps calls this square.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Make some money.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a long story short, what I got introduced to, not just the bad part of it, but the entrepreneurship of it. When you're able to get up and work when you feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
There is no boss. There's no one above you telling you what to do. The freedom of having your time to yourself changed me to where I'm like, why do it the bad way when you can do it the good way?
It's the real world, bro.
This is the real world. No one cares. So find your own job.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you got to do. I ain't sorry for nothing because I had to survive, but I won't continue if I know now that this is the right path. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate y'all saying that because a lot of people don't understand that jobs ain't nothing but security. It ain't freedom.
No.
Yikes. I ain't never thought about it that way.
It is.
ain't nothing.
For real. I mean, because it is a check that's always there.
Yeah.
You are trained to know if I go work these 40 hours, I know I can get that check.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a stability. You know what I'm saying? That, oh, if I miss this day of work, that's going to take effect on my check.
Yeah.
That stability. That's how they got you trained. Like, I had to realize this, like, going, because I had my mama, Lord forgive me, my mama's, son, go to work, go. But mama, look, mama, dude about to make me bust a minute. She like, no, son, go to work, go. So my mama has seen me, has gradually openly, to start seeing what I'm talking about, man.
Mm-hmm.
And she's seeing like, okay, son, sometimes I apologize for telling you to go to work. Because she done seen the job, let me go for nothing. She done seen the job
Just
where,
us, we in Tennessee.
listen, I done worked at a job, I done gave a job 4 years of my life and seen my mama come in on her birthday and these folks disrespected my mama on her birthday and I got fired.
Mm.
So she's seen that. And then to go to another job and to get fired because me and another person is not in agreement. She's seen that. So when I get to another job, I'm at the point like, mama, ain't no more seeing it. Watch this. Now I'm the boss. Now I run stuff. Now I got people at my job calling me superstar. Remember, I wasn't a superstar when I was back there working there, chopping up that lettuce, cooking them hamburgers. Now you see I'm a superstar. I've been trying to tell y'all this the whole entire time. But see, that's what it takes. Sometimes it takes to show yourself, but then when you show yourself, you end up showing everybody else.
Yeah. You gotta believe
The
it first.
point is
Yes,
to
ma'am.
prove yourself, not nobody else.
Gotcha. And that's what it took. It took for me to. Fuck, it is what it is. That's how it was. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm glad I took that leap because I still talk to the same cooks that work at Main Event. And they're still going through the same miserable shit. Still going through the same miserable stuff. But yeah, man, like real talk, bro. No, I don't mean it. But go for what you know, man. Go.
Hey, I love that. I love that. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur, but those who can should do. What else you got, James? We had 41 on mine.
Okay.
So
What time you got it up?
I normally do 30 though. We
okay.
grooving, so
Okay.
we could do part 1, part 2.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, man, I like this discussion. I think we should have more round table of business minded people and how we should connect by networking throughout the community. I think this decreases some of the negativity. If you have, meeting of minds. When you have meeting of minds, we can come together and make something greater.
Right.
You know, it's like one candle is lit, but now two.
Right.
Put those together.
Right.
Candles.
Right.
Buy her candles, y'all. That's
Right.
basically what she was saying. Buy her candles. But all because, you know, and sometimes I thought I was just trying to make a 30-minute film, just trying to do something new, but we hear it. So sometimes it's steps that I think God puts in us to do that create something bigger. So to me, I'm thinking, well, it's just a move, but I get to understand business tips from him. I get to understand how to be a creative business person through candles. I get to create stuff with you now, and then I get to see how he's a comedian and the picture. I gain more knowledge by sitting at this table. So out there in the video land, if you can create that table and get a meeting of minds together, you can do more than you could by yourself. So I think that's a bigger thing than my movie.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So I'm glad we having this conversation because I get to learn more about what I could do and grow as a person.
In talking about your movie, It's Saturday Too, you said you wanted to dedicate it back to our community.
Yeah, I want to do that.
So how do you think that will translate? How do you think you making this short film will help the community or give them that hope or whatever?
Well, yeah, it's a short comedy film, and sometimes to take medicine, you gotta, you know, eat sugar first. So I think comedy is that sugar. You know, we laugh and we might say, "Oh no, they did that," and we do absurd things. It might be something somebody say, but it's acting. So with that acting, we slip in motivation talk like we're doing. We slip in things of the nature, you know, and then you see people in your neighborhood. Yeah. So
You're welcome to come.
Yeah. So
Be in it.
So with the auditions, you know, they're kind of up now. No more auditions.
Well, before, but
Yeah.
everybody's saying it, we was
They're
inviting
my
people to come and do it.
But yeah, so what I'm saying with the pushing people to do something different. So if they can see that we can do it, maybe they say they can do it. Like he said, it's friendly competition. So somebody might say, hey, but they made a movie. Well, I know him, I know CJ, I know him. Well, I might be able to put something to a positive instead, you know. So I think that's how I can get back and create a difference.
And I agree with that because, like I said, watching the first movie and seeing people who I knew made it not cool or popular, but it made it like, okay, you don't have to go to Atlanta just to do that. We can do this in our own backyard.
That's exactly right. Let's create our own.
That is it, because now it's just to the point to where I look at it like you can create your own lane, you can inspire someone else.
That's right.
It's about inspiring other people, your age, older and younger, because it's people who would not be around right now. You be like, man, hey man, you kind of gave me a push to do that. Oh, I did. Oh, okay, I didn't know, but hey, I'm glad you seen something that I didn't know.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's just, I never thought I'd be a business owner of a CBD business. Yeah, I just now threw that in there. But it's so much opportunity out there to allow to, people are watching you. People are watching you, but not in a way of hatred. People want to see how you move. And when people see how you move, they're going to either get beside you or stay behind you. So, he's doing that. You know what? I've seen him. I know his work ethic. I know what he do. So, I was like, I'm going to come to you. Whatever you need, let's get it together. Same thing like you and Carlos. I see what you got. This is what I do. Let's bring it together. And that's just really what it's about. Just, you like, dang, here we are, 20-somethings.
Thank you, CJ.
20-somethings, and we're about to hit our 30s. Like, we're about to make this stuff happen now. But it's just so great because people I've been knowing years, seen faces. Now I'm actually having a conversation with, and we're actually getting to know each other. Never had a problem with you. Just had no reason to know you. Just had no reason to know you. But now, we in the same field.
I like that.
So, I'm not asking you how you did it. Let's just, all right,
Get it done.
Let's just get it done. What do you need from me? What do I need from you? If you don't need anything, all right, that's cool. All right, but I will ask for a little advice on how to do something.
Sharing knowledge. Don't
Sharing
just
knowledge,
hoard
yeah.
the knowledge.
Yeah, if you hoard it, you're not gonna get nowhere.
That's been one of my things, like taking in all the stuff that I've gotten and taking in all the knowledge that I've encountered and trying to give it, give it out,
But there gotta be a certain way you do it.
Right,
Gotta be a certain way you do it. You can't just be like, hey man, no.
I think it's a certain way and it's certain people, if you ask me.
Like you say, if you pay attention to them,
right?
you'll
Everybody
know.
don't deserve the knowledge that you give them because you got some. I'm gonna say it this way: everybody don't deserve the knowledge because some people get the knowledge and run off with it. They don't get the knowledge and make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? Some people take it and use it as an advantage and try and see what they can get out of you. Then to be like, oh, this is what you can teach. So that's why I say some people, you have to be careful of certain knowledge you give them because some people take that knowledge and use it against you. You know what I'm saying? That knowledge is, oh, even check this out, man. I had a horrible day. Then next thing you know, it could be used, or you tell me something, or you tell somebody else something, knowledge that you want them to know. They can use that against you. You know what I'm saying? But it's not as in a bad way. But I just feel like you have to know who and what deserves the certain knowledge that you get. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
It's nothing like don't pass it. No, I ain't giving you nothing. But at the same time, I give you is what you really gonna do. That's my thing.
Right.
Am I gonna give you this knowledge and bang? Am I just letting you give it to you and you just letting it sit and hard and all that, or you really like, oh bro, thank you. Now I gotta get on my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on about knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I wanted to include the audience just to see if y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask anyone on the panel.
No, I'm just back here to get knowledge from all three of you gentlemen back here.
Like you guys
Business.
doing bottom and everything. I'm here to support y'all.
Thank you.
She's too pretty to be a
Appreciate it.
grandmother.
You said she's too pretty to be a
Too young,
grandmother.
yes, go girl.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What? We
She
snapped
said,
and
"Grandma,
clapped."
I said, "Hi, Kamaya."
Do anybody want to give out before we end? We can stay live if you want to. But
I'm not allowed to move mine without.
oh, okay. Well, we just on the video.
Yeah.
So any shout outs? Anybody wanna?
First, I want to shout you out. You the Knoxville's Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you for bringing out the deepness in us. Because this is a comedy movie. Don't think you're going to come to this movie and be sad.
The comedy
now.
ones
I was
be
about
the,
to do some tears up in here for a minute.
because most people who do comedy go through a
He said
tragedy
that.
before
There
they
it
can.
is. There it is.
That's how we laugh
That's a
at
happy
You
ourselves.
said
Yeah,
it
that's a
earlier.
happy
You talked, and I do believe that. To be honest, this is how I deal with my demons, my depression. But it focuses you. If any kid is struggling with depression, start writing. I spend hours of writing. I look up, I'm like, it's the next day.
Say that.
I'm like, instead of worrying about a problem or making it bigger, compounding it, writing just takes you into your own world. I heard one writer say, he creates worlds. So how many worlds can you create? That's my question.
As many as you want.
Too many.
And we don't talk about depression
Right,
and
we
mental
don't. Not
health
mental
in our
health.
community.
Not enough.
But a lot of us have gone through it.
Right.
I was about to call you a real name, but Pchase, with
Yes,
you
ma'am.
being in prison, was you
Man.
stuck in your mind? I mean, mentally, what was you going through knowing you had to leave your family?
I'm gonna
and
be
house?
real, man. Mentally, okay, it's two mentals to it. One mental is the storytelling. Oh man, this prison this, and they're gonna be doing that, doing that. So that mentality right there already sets a mental into anybody's head when you got somebody like, yo, when you go to prison, this happened, this happened, that happened. So that was one mental. But actually going to prison, like if you talk to people, you will actually get the same conversation. Yeah, man, I was terrified to go, but then when I got there, it was like, what the, this ain't, man, but it's not nothing to glorify. You know what I'm saying? It's not no place that no man should be, but mental state, yes, you have to go into a different mental state. You can't, if you think about outside being on the inside, you are a very strong person. Very strong person. I have to not think about the outside because if I think about the outside, I'm in a box. That means I can't move. I want to be part of outside. So with you not being in that box and not being part of outside, that takes a toll on your mental. It's a lot of people that can't handle that. It's a lot of suicides that go on in prisons. It's a lot of people that, you know, that kill other people because they're in box. All they know is the box, you know what I'm saying? And to not like I remember having, it's crazy, I remember having this conversation with this black lady that was like the timekeeper, the woman you go to know your time and all your information. And she told me one day, she was like, look, it's people in here that would never, ever get the chance to taste what a McDonald's hamburger tastes like. And I let that ponder for a second, like, damn, that's cold. Like, it's people really in here that's been in here for 30 years, 40 years. Like, but what really got me like, oh shit, this is real, was the young kids, 18, fresh 19. One white kid came in, he was 19, had 119 years stacked coming in. It was a black kid, blew my mind, walking around jolly. Yeah, man, what's up? Yeah. Had we call them pieces. He had a 50 piece, which is 50 years, and had a 20 stacked on top of it. He just walking around like ain't nothing happened. So the mental state, it's like up and down, depending on the curve. Your mental state is 50 years. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gone. Ain't nothing. I had one dude, he said he joined the game just because they gave him 40 years. Let me say it again. He joined the game just because they gave him 40 years. His name is Roland 40. He joined the Crips. That's what he told me. I joined him because, bro, I got 40 years. I ain't going home. So it's a mental thing. Sometimes some people, you have the same mental state going in because you're locked in. But then some people got the mental state is, I'm here. They tell you all the time. Like when I met this man about my charges, because I don't, if I don't deserve to be in a situation, I'm gonna get myself out of it. So I ended up writing myself home from prison. I ended up doing my studies, learning TCA, learning why they was wrongful for putting me in prison, and all of that, going to the law library. And I had a man tell me that with me being in the wrong prison, with the time that I had, I was not to make friends with nobody. Like, period. Don't even speak your time, because my next door neighbor in my cell was already finishing a life sentence and starting his next life sentence. So you didn't want to let him know, hey bro, I got 6 months. You got what? I got 20 years. So you got that mind state. So you have to really be careful. Like the whole pie. I was the only one in the pie that didn't gangbang. Like I even had my own celly. Like, bro, ain't nobody approached you yet and asked you to get down? No, ain't nobody gonna do that. Because the mind frame I got. I remember having another dude asking me, hey bro, you been here before? No, this is my first time. Second time I come to prison. Bro, you got this energy like, better not nobody fuck with you. But that was the energy I put on myself because I prayed. First of all, I prayed. Okay, Knoxville is one thing and knowing y'all. But being in a prison and not knowing who you are, not knowing who you are, but I gotta live with you. That's a different atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You never know if dude gonna get mad at you for being on the phone too long. If dude gonna get mad at you for, they got this thing called man on the move. All right, I learned about this before I went to prison. It was so crazy. My friend told me about it, which man on the move means like get the fuck out the way. No matter where you at, move. Watch your surroundings. So my experience with it was me coming down the steps. No, I was going up the steps, and the dude grabbed me by my ankle and like kind of grabbed me and tapped me. It was like, hey fam, man on the move. Me being in prison mentality, fam, you don't touch me. But instantly I was like, hold up, man on the move. Say less, bro. Let me move out the way. And as soon as I moved out the way, one of the leader got out the shower, and 10 niggas followed right behind him straight to his cell, all the way up to the cell, watched him, stood by his door, waited till he got dressed, came out, shut his door, and walked him back down. Now, if I wouldn't have moved, those same 10 men would have fucked me up. So that's how real mental state. So you gotta learn, it's streets, Prison is way different. You gotta learn how to really move when it comes to the prison. Because if you wanna come home, you don't wanna turn your 6 months into 10 years, you better study yourself. Because you can just bump into somebody and they don't even know you and y'all done got into a fight. Either he done stuck you or you done stuck him, just trying to protect yourself. So it's a mental state. So, but coming home, it's different. Coming home is still a mental state. Because with you being boxed in for so long, all you know is this. True story, I pulled out some noodles on my dude. He came home from prison, did 8 years. I pulled out some noodles and brought them to my other producer over here, and he flipped out. Oh, bro! Man, y'all eat noodles, man? You tripping, bro? Like, I'm like, bro, calm down. Like, bro, they just noodles. He like, bro, man, my bad, man. I just did 8 years, bro. Like, them noodles, bro. I'm not trying to look at a damn noodle at all because commissary is nothing but noodles. Mind state. So everything, you just, life, man, life. So we as humans gotta know our mind state. We gotta know when is our max, when is our low, who are we? Because it's things out here in life that will put you through such mentally stuff. Like you said, depression, it's real. It's real. Like, it's minor things that'll make a strong person go depressed. You know, my depression is, I know I like to get stuff done. Like, I know I can achieve something. So when I don't get it done and something don't happen, that's my depression. I beat myself up. But it's just something that I do. It's a depression thing, but it's a building thing that I'm pushing myself. We can do it. We can do it. All right, calm down. All right, try it again. So it's a mental thing. I can go on with it. Let me stop. Sorry about that.
You're good. Any final words from anybody before we wrap it up and get out of here? Anybody want to touch on depression or anything?
We all get it.
Yeah.
It's just certain levels. It's certain states of minds. But just remember that. Just try to focus on tomorrow. Give yourself goals. Minor goals, major goals. It doesn't matter. Just give yourself something that lasts longer than a day. But if you just need that one day, that's fine. To make it on to the next one. Just make sure you keep giving yourself goals because we all go through it. It's just some of us know how to get through it. Some of us need help. And it's okay. As long as you get through it, it's all that matters.
The backtrack after that, about the depression part and the prison part, I had a brother who committed suicide. He did 2 years. And he was the oldest out of my mom's kids. He was always strong. We didn't really know he was hurting or going through. So, yeah, it's
real.
It's very real. We don't know what he went through. He didn't leave no letter. We don't know nothing. So 2 years, you know, you hear a lot of people say, oh, I did 10, and they came out, they kind of okay, but he got out, he couldn't create a normal conversation. So that was something else. Like, and especially with men, like women are able to talk about it a little more than men, you know. With men, you ain't really supposed to talk about it, but you should. You definitely need to get it out. You definitely need to talk to somebody and let them know.
And quiet's kept too. Believe it or not, it's what you eat too. Start eating more organic, drink more water, you be more vibrant, you be more in tune with yourself. Because believe it or not, that's why we have cheap food. You know, something for $5 and be so big, but salads like this, you know, would be expensive. Like sometimes you are what you eat. You do have to put what's more natural into your body. That way you can think clearer. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there ain't a lot of drinking gotta go on.
Whoa.
I put something natural to my body right now.
Hold on, sir. Just blasphemy. That's blasphemous.
Let me put something.
Whenever you feel that you need to stay focused, stay focused.
Well, all I know is my name's Sippin' this thing, and yeah.
Because some people can't handle it. That's why they be in jail, can't remember sometimes.
Must have been that meat.
Well, y'all, I have truly enjoyed myself. This was way better than I expected. You know, James threw a lot of curveballs with the audience, and he just kept adding people to the panel. But I feel like it was worth it. It was needed and it was necessary. So thank y'all for coming to break bread with me.
Thank you for
bread.
breaking bread.
Appreciate it.
Break bread with E.
Y'all
This
have a good
straight.
day.
Break.